So at It's Dem Boys, we are kicking off the third annual Summer Survival Guide right now. I know that summer's not really a lot of people's favorite season. Hey, I'm right there with you. It's hot. It sucks outside. You have to stand in front of an air conditioner all day just to have a little bit of relief. There are some things that are really good about the season, including flea markets. I just visited the local flea market a couple weekends ago, and right now I'm going to show you my haul. So without anything further, let's get into it. One thing I'm always looking for when I go to these flea markets is big boxes or bins of VHS tapes. They're never in short supply. They always seem to have a bunch. They're not always the ones that you're looking for, but if you dig deep enough, you might find a good one. I found 5. First one, Short Circuit 2. Now, it's been a really long time since I've watched this film. I couldn't even tell you exactly what happens, but I remember loving it as a kid. I had to pick this one up. It's clean, doesn't have any mold or anything on it. That's one thing you have to be careful for, is mold. These things sit out in the heat, they collect moisture. The people that are selling them most of the time don't give a shit about them. Up next we got Robocop 3. I've never watched this one. I watched 1 and 2, loved 1 and 2. Now I have 3. I could pop it in my VCR here at home and watch it finally. It's a win-win. I think I paid another $1 for this one. Next we have a classic, Puppet Master 3. This one you can tell is an ex-rental. It has that green horror sticker on it and this previewed movie $9.99 sticker on the bottom here, which means that it was at a rental and they sold it. And it ended up in the hands of someone at the flea market. I think I paid another 25 cents for this one. I feel like I've seen Puppet Master 3 at least a dozen times, and this year I decided to pick it up just because this was in such good condition. Up next, another classic, A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. Believe it or not, I don't have very many Nightmare on Elm Street films on tape here. I think I have 1, and I think number 4. Absolutely needed to add this one to the collection. And last on our VHS tape list, we got Teen Wolf, starring Michael J. Fox. It is a cool movie. I have it on DVD. I'm thrilled to be able to put it in my VHS collection. Another $1. One thing I don't normally collect, I do have a few of, but I'm not always going out of my way to look for, is cassette tapes, like music cassette tapes. However, I did find 2 that I really like. We got Thriller, and we have the Arithmetic's Greatest Hits. They were in great condition. I couldn't pass them up. They were both 25 cents a piece. They were sitting in a stack of old cassette tapes and some CDs that I didn't really care for. These had to come with me. I mean, come on, it's Thriller. Who the fuck doesn't want a Thriller tape? Crazy people. That's who. That's who doesn't want a Thriller tape. So you already know I've been looking for toys. I always am looking for toys when I go to flea markets. That's like the biggest reason I go there. And of course I found a few. Now these 2, you're probably going to want to revoke my Ninja Turtles collector card from me. That's fine. That's fine. I'll take it. I did not own Bebop before. Ever. Not once. Ever. Finally got him into the collection. I know it's crazy. A Turtles collector who doesn't have Bebop. At least 1 anyways. Most of us have 2 probably. I didn't have any. I think I paid $5 for him. Who is also on the same booth as April O'Neil. I also never collected an April O'Neil figure. I never had her. When I was a kid, I always felt like it was a waste to buy April O'Neil for some reason. I just thought that there was always better figures than her. I never cared to get her. The only one I own now, aside from this one, is the Universal Monsters Bride of Frankenstein one. And I really didn't care for that one either, honestly. It's more or less just the idea of the Bride of Frankenstein being in a turtle figure. Sitting at that same booth, they had a couple of Ghostbusters things. Some of the old real Ghostbusters stuff. This guy here, the old purple trap guy, I can't remember his name. Pull his head back, you press down the back of the tongue. Another $5. Was okay with paying $5 for him. Every once in a while I go on eBay and I see him for a lot more than $5. Last couple of things on my haul here. Some reason there's always a crap ton of old McDonald's toys, whether they're still in the packaging or not. I love to dig through boxes of these old toys. It really brings it all back, and if you're lucky, you'll find some really good heavy hitters. So this one's actually from Taco Bell, I believe. It's Cow and Chicken. It's one of them You pull it back and it kind of goes off on its own. Pretty neat. I've never seen this one. Big fan of cow and chicken. Couldn't pass it up. Then we move on to some McDonald's stuff. This one not even opened yet. It's a pair of sunglasses from the Out for Fun Happy Meal. I'm gonna open her up right now. Sweet shades, bro. Unfortunately, these don't really fit me. Actually, leftover pizza colors, basically. Got the pink and the green. Pretty sweet. And how fitting, it's summer. Now I got myself some sweet McDonald's shades. Now we're up to the last two items here. I always look out for old McDonald's Halloween toys. Just happened to find two of them. First up, we have this Nerds dispenser. This came with a little box of Nerds in the Happy Meal. You just flip this guy up and there's Ronald underneath his Halloween mask. You put the Nerds in here, close him up, and he's ready to go. Then while you're walking around, you have them in your pocket. You just flip this little switchy thing here, and you can get yourself a little treat while you're walking. Pretty slick. Lastly, and probably my favorite find out of all the Happy Meal toys, is this Ronald McDonald as Frankenstein from the What Am I Going to Be for Halloween Happy Meal. So he comes with this plastic costume outside. You just undo him here, and inside is Ronald. I really wish they still did stuff like this, or brought him back, or did like a continuation of Halloween Happy Meal stuff. Unfortunately, they don't. Really wish they would, because I would probably still buy things like this. So there you have it. That was my first trip to the flea market this year. Hoping to go to a couple more. The last two seasons have been pretty dry since COVID. This season, I think that was a pretty good haul. Better than the last two combined, to say the least. And remember, this is just the beginning of the summer survival guide at It's Dem Boys. There will be a lot more things coming very, very soon. Probably another flea market visit. Maybe some cool summer memories that we might share with you from our childhood. And you know me, you know I'm going to be jumping into some summer snacks new for this year. What else am I going to do? You think I'm going to just stay away from sugar this entire time? Absolutely not. There's a lot of really good stuff coming this year. Keep an eye out for it. We'll share it with you. And with that, I'd like to thank you for watching. If you don't follow us on Instagram, follow us at It's Dem Boys on Instagram. Be sure to check out our summer episodes for Leftover Pizza Podcast. That is at Leftover Pizza Podcast on Instagram. You can check us out on the It's Dem Boys page. You could also check us out, our videos on YouTube here on the It's Dem Boys YouTube. And if you want to listen to us, you can find us on Apple Podcast as well as Spotify. And I'm pretty sure we're at most places where people listen to podcasts. Summers are tough. We're here to help. Thanks for watching.